British family and we are against what's happening in Palestine, and we would like freedom and statehood for Palestine.
I come up from Eastbourne. This is quite recent I made this, so normally I would just be carrying placards like everyone else, but this time it's just so bad it made me want to do something a little bit more.
I'm 20 years old, I'm a student. I have been seeing the Israel occupation for as long as I can remember.
I'm Sadia, I've come from Cambridge. I've been supporting the cause for over 20 years.
We're here with a group called Social Workers for Palestine. We're here in solidarity with the Palestinian people, with social work colleagues that we know, that we work with in Palestine.
I'm Emmanuel, I'm an artist. I just want people to just lose their mind here today.
When in this world has killing babies become self-defense? Can someone answer me that?
It's been going on for quite a long time now. I think it'll be the 100th day tomorrow.
Yep.
The fact that this has been allowed to go on for that long, how does that make you feel?
It's unforgivable.
It's 2024. We're all human beings. The saddest thing is being in the UK and seeing what your government is doing. And the fact that we're here, there's so many people here marching, and we still can't get change to happen. We still can't get them to stop fighting.
We're really sorry this is happening. We're trying to stop it.
We're trying to help. I'm really sorry.
Now things have gotten so bad that millions of people are gathering here to tell the government, who are turning a blind eye to the whole situation, that they're wrong and they need to step up.
Am I deaf? Am I blind? UK government, your taxpayers' money is funding this genocide.
But now there's so many other bombings happening with Yemen, and the UK has a big hand in that, and I'm not okay with it, so I can't let myself sit at home and just watch. I want to be able to feel like I'm doing something, whether that's chanting till the top of my lungs until my voice goes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've got a friend, his whole family are there. He's got 3 brothers, 3 sisters and a house, like bedridden mom. You know, he's the only one outside the country. And so seeing it from that personal perspective of someone who's constantly waiting to hear and not being able to know how they are and just feeling like at some point they're just gonna die. Before he came to my studio, he was like, oh, I just lost 13 members of my family a few minutes ago. And it's like almost normal to them now.
Killing babies is self-defense. How coward is the army of Israel?
A lot of people have noticed the discourse always goes back to this starting on the 7th of October. What would you say to them?
Well, obviously not. Over 5 years?
Nonsense. That's the first time when Palestine said, like, okay, enough is enough now, we're going to protect ourselves.
In about 2002, I saw a documentary by John Pilger, which talked to a lot of campaigners and activists in Israel, most of them Jewish, who were explaining how much of an apartheid state it was. How people had spent generations living in refugee camps. And I'd thought before that refugee camps were places that people went temporarily, after a war. And here's people lived their whole lives and their parents' lives and their grandparents' lives in a refugee camp. I thought something's not right here. So I just started to learn more and more. And the more you learn, the more you realise, this is a sick situation in Israel.
We also both grew up in the Gulf. And so we had neighbours who were Palestinian who was displaced. I think you live it, you see it.
People are saying like 7th of October was a bad event, and it is painful, but what the Israel government is saying about the actual incident that happened is completely untrue.
Israel have launched raids after raids into Gaza. On one occasion they killed more than 2,000 civilians in Operation Cast Lead. That was years and years ago.
Israel's been constantly trying to spread lies, but look at all these people here. They're here, they know the truth.
If anyone's interested and they want to Google reimagining social work, there's a website that contains the messages from social workers in Gaza. We're planning to do a set of readings. British social workers will read out the messages from Gazan social workers with the idea that we're all Palestinians.
Other countries are waking up and saying like, okay, Israel is one of the biggest suppliers around the world for all these big businesses, but we're waking up, we're boycotting them. There's going to come a point where we're going to cut them off at their legs and Gaza will eventually be free. I genuinely believe that. And this is just the beginning.
I will never forgive them. And the old may die, but the young will never forget.
hope the war stops. Free Palestine.